Deja vu to 2016. Can we trust these polls? Steve Kornacki with an answer. Now, Steve, what about it?
Yeah, Chef, it's a good question, and it's worth considering. What if the polls are as wrong in 2020 as they were in 2016? So what you got here, these are the current poll averages in the battleground states. And what we did is we looked at each one of these battleground states and said, how much were the final polls off in 2016? And said, let's apply the same miss. And what would that do to 2020? And you see the picture does change. You start to see a little bit more red here. Trump picks up Wisconsin, North Carolina, Ohio, Iowa. This would not be enough of a switch, not enough of a poll miss to put Trump over 270. But you can see he'd be knocking on the door. It would change the race significantly.
Of course, they can be wrong one way or the other.
Very good point. And in 2012, in fact, the election before 16, they were wrong the other way. They underestimated Barack Obama's support that year. So we also said, what if these polls are missing like they missed in 2012 on Barack Obama's support? What would that look like on Election Day? And there suddenly you see Biden starts to run away with a bunch of states. Trump only ends up with Arizona. Biden wins the lion's share, and he wins them pretty easily, too.
Yeah, Texas, really has me head scratching. We've already had more Texans vote this year already than voted in all of 2016. Do we have any idea who they are and what's motivating them? I mean, are they going left or right?
Yeah, it's a fascinating thing. We could put those stats up again. You could see past the 2016 level. Demographically, our friends at Target Smart have come up with some data. They say there are, relative to 2016, a little bit more college-educated white voters in the electorate, a little bit lower right now in the non-college white. Non-college white's the Trump base, college white's the Democratic base. But the big question is, does that just mean that on Election Day, that Trump demographic is going to turn out more and level things off, or have the Democrats built a more permanent advantage here? The Election Day is what will tell us that.
Yeah. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.